badges in her hand, one for each client who had paid for a 3-hour cultural adventure. It combined a group painting at a scenic overlook with a traditional Southern dinner at her farmhouse, and finally, a moonshine lecture with samples presented by the owner of a distillery. 6 backpacks sat beside the fireplace, loaded with the supplies her clients would need to complete a painting of the overlook at Lover's Leap. Group painting classes were popular in New York City, where last month she had been eking out a scant living as a classical portrait artist. Typically, each client would bring a bottle of wine or growler of craft beer, paint along with an instructor, and take home a finished painting and memories of a great night out. Her business was a new concept for this area of outstanding natural beauty. The nearest competitor was in downtown Lexington, Kentucky, more than an hour's drive away. Her mother had questioned her choice. "You? A teacher? You're too quiet." That had stung, but Miranda felt strongly about sharing the simple joy of painting a beautiful view in the great outdoors, on a mountain trail. No screens, no music, only nature. This is important. I'll deal with my introversion. "Are you waiting for someone, honey?" The white-haired, sharp-eyed, plump woman behind the registration counter looked over her red half-moon reading glasses at the still-pacing Miranda. "Yes, ma'am. I'm waiting for my class to arrive." Miranda walked over to the counter. "My name is Miranda Trent. I'm the art instructor for today's outdoor painting class. It's the notice that's pinned up over there." She pointed to the bulletin board. "Trent? Are you one of those Trents out by Laurel Valley? You have their look about you." Miranda nodded. "My grandparents used to run the post office and general store over in Laurel. Well, actually, Grandma ran the post office while Grandpa ran the store. It was mostly a gathering place. In summer, Grandpa sat out on the porch swapping knives and whittling wood sticks with the other old men. In winter, they moved indoors to sit around the wood stove, beating each other at checkers." "I declare, now that I look at you, there's a faint resemblance to your mother, all right. You're lucky to get the wavy black hair and green eyes." The woman leaned forward and smiled. "It looks like you skipped out on inheriting the broad Trent nose. How's your mama faring?" "Very well, ma'am. She says she'll come down from Dayton to visit me every other weekend." Miranda nervously shifted her weight like a schoolgirl. She stopped when she noticed it. "I think she's a bit homesick." "Along with half the folks in Ohio and Indiana. We went to high school together many, many years past. Well, you tell your mama that Doris Ann Norris says hi, and that I still miss her wonderful peanut butter potato pinwheels." "I'll mention that the next time she calls." Miranda twisted her lips sideways, uncertain of Doris Ann's feelings toward her. "And since I moved here, she calls several times a day." Without thinking, she pulled her cell phone from her back pocket and checked for messages. There weren't any yet. "She must be worried," said Doris Ann. Miranda tucked away the phone. "Maybe. When I moved to New York City, it was once a week at best. As soon as I moved back to her hometown, she's like a mama bear with a truant cub." The front door opened, and Miranda snapped her head to look at an old couple with their arms hooked together and using canes on their opposite sides. Definitely not her clients. "Did I hear right," continued Doris, "that you moved back into your late Uncle Gene's farmhouse up on Pine Ridge?" "He left it to me in his will. I wasn't expecting it. He was always interested in my paintings. He even bought a few. But I thought he was just trying to give me some cash for art supplies. I was shocked to be the sole beneficiary." "He was a good, upstanding man, your uncle. He had a big heart." "My mom sent me to stay with him most summers. I kept expecting him to come into the house with a stomping of dusty boots on the porch and a slamming of the screen door." She pressed her hand to cover her mouth for a moment. "I wonder why I..."